Hello, hi, my glad people. Welcome to another episode of Gladtalks. So, today we are not going to talk about heavy stuff. I call like heavy stuff because we go in depth into what I believe is intrinsic into life, part into getting to know better who we are, into understanding ourselves so we can live life in a more swift way, withstanding its ups in and its down, and also against its odds, but also with its beautiful parts. So, what are we talking about today? I've had this request from some of my close friends and some people that I know, but I've always been like feeling I'm not an expert to talk about this topic particularly because I feel in my way of doing things there needs to be more organization and more details if I'm gonna speak about this kind of topic. But I felt sometimes in life, let's just be spontaneous. You don't have to always plan everything. It's good to be organized because it reduces the load of work and it makes you prone the attitude of work smart, not work hard. But notwithstanding that, we're gonna jump into the topic of today and then start. Speaking of what we are here to speak about today, which is resilience. All right, let's continue. So, we're talking about resilience today, right? And as it should be the case, let's check out, therefore, in my academic logical part of the brain, let's check out and understand exactly what it is. So if we go and check out the definition proper, what does it mean? So going to check is resilience is from this article. Guys, I read a lot of random stuff, but is just me trying to cultivate, not like that, but like to inform myself of what words are. May not be the only definition, by the way. It shouldn't be taken as a word like gospel truth, but it should be taken as my research and my argumentation on why and how I feel this reflects more on what we're talking about. So we want to understand today what is resilience, why is it so important, and how do you know if you're resilient enough? I don't think I really want to discuss that part because I feel it's kind of a roller coaster when you think about it, because it also depends on a lot of factors. But wait, let's not rush into dissecting what we're going to talk about. Let's talk about it first. So, reading the definition that I looked up for you guys, they're saying resilience refers to both the process and the outcome of successfully adapting to difficult or challenging life experiences. So, this is the definition that comes from the American Psychological Association, and they say it's having the mental, emotional and behavioral flexibility and ability to adjust to both external and internal demands. So that's the definition from the Psychological Society of America. Now, it's simply like a specific doctor from that association said, it's your ability to withstand adversity and bounce back and grow despite life downturns. What I personally believe is the core and the truth of life and being human being, living life, if it makes sense, guys. All right, so let's try and wrap our heads around this definition. Yeah, it's ability to jump or bounce back from your setbacks. I believe every one of us. I'm a fan of Chinese grammar, just a TMI here, but in those dramas, there's mostly in the historical ones, there's always this theme. Not all of them, but most of the ones I've watched that I really enjoyed, particularly, there's always this theme of the phoenix rising from the flames. You know, when you go through life adversities, you feel like that. You may have heard someone, your colleague, your friend, your family member say that kind of word, and you've taken it in the literal sense. It's true, but also in the abstract sense, it's totally true. And this is what resilience is about. So, now, when we discuss about this, just a minute, guys. Discussing about this, as I was saying, we have this, let's say, this moment where we face things in life. I personally have an idea of what it is, but in my own philosophy of living life every day, I believe whatever you face, and probably that stems from my belief, as in my religious belief too, and my upbringing, whatever you face in life, not like it was good it happened to you, or it was something that was meant to happen to you, but whatever you face in life, I sincerely and I deeply believe that you have the means and tools to face it. In which sense? You don't plan for it, you don't wish for it, but if it happens, you need to have somehow a strong root to believe that you can overcome it. That's the sense of my thought of you have the tools and means to overcome it. You may not know it then, or you may not know it yet, but in the moment in which you face it and you eventually overcome it, sorry guys, my sensor glade went out, and you eventually overcome it, what happens? You gain not only wisdom, you gain teaching, you gain lesson, lecture, whatever you want to call it, from that moment, and you move differently in the case where you meet that same situation. And mind you, this doesn't mean that you're immune for anything else to happen to you, or you're immune to adversity, because life is life. As someone said, life happens. So, keeping that in mind, taking it with a smile, because sincerely, guys, if you think about it, what could be worse? Going in a monotonous, always like sweet life, as we always say, you know, like locally, I mean, in the most parts of Africa, and now I think it's also like very popular in America and Western Europe. We weren't born to suffer, you know, the baby life girl is for us, but we understand that it takes effort. And that's the thing about resilience. People that are resilient understand the effort it takes to reach to whatever goal, whatever objective, whatever, you know, thing that they really fought to go to life. But people that reach there without fighting, they are nonetheless understanding of the process. So I don't believe there's a difference. The possible non-similarity there could be is the fact that if you put in the effort, the fruits of your efforts are way more satisfying, because you understand and you understood what it took you to leave from where or wherever you are starting now, or you are standing now in your life, to get to where you're going. But in the process, you need, sorry, I'm about to sneeze, guys. Thank you. So we're saying you must appreciate the every step you've taken to this process. And as I said, I don't want to make it that heavy, because going in depth in this topic may make us emotional, be it you guys watching, be it me talking about it. But when you look back at your life from this day or one of these days, and you retrospect and you think about the moment where you felt you were resilient, or when you understood that resilience can push you through whatever you were facing, and you did that, and you're standing in this moment as a beautiful, glad people that you all are, basking in the fullness and the bright, blessed happiness of you overcoming that moment. You'll just be smiling. You'll be grateful. You'll be very, very happy. That's a topic we're gonna discuss about next episode. I don't know if it's the Friday or the Wednesday one, but we'll discuss about it. But really think about this is also an important factor of my course that I put on the Udemy platform that you guys should really check out when you have time. They're having sales, just putting it in there. They're having sales right now. So if you run now and grab yourself the course, I will put the description in the description box and the link if you're interested. But really, one of the main core of the topics that I provided for this teaching on that platform was smile and celebrate yourself. And this is the result of resilience. Whatever you're going through, you need to be flexible and adaptive enough to bounce back, because no one is perfect. Everyone can make mistakes. We are going by feeling. Sometimes we are just going and we don't even know where we are going, because really no one has a book to tell you, oh, this is how life is lived, or this is how you live life, and this is no. Because if there was, we wouldn't fall into this adversity, we wouldn't face this adversity, and we wouldn't feel any kind of suffering or any form of struggle whatsoever. But there is no book telling you whatever you are doing now, or whatever you're planning to do, or the mechanisms you want to implement are going to effectively work, right? The only thing you have is the belief in yourself, the hope that should never die, and your smile, and your innate abilities to go through. And respectfully and personally, on my little point of view, in my humble life, on top of all that, I also have my prayer and my belief that the Lord keeps me and drives me to the right path, and I'm just following with my little abilities. And till date, the fruits are really, really good, and I'm grateful for that. And I celebrate myself even when I don't understand, or I don't even know if I'm going to get where I'm planning to go in life. So, my dearest glad people, I'll keep on saying this. Be yourself, don't play a role. Resilience should be something you breathe, you practice, and you grasp. Not for anyone, not for even the project or the achievement, but for the core, the thick skin you're gonna build yourself to go through this life adversity. And hopefully you guys are already there, or you guys are really, really, and I mean really, working through this. And don't let anything or any adversity, any obstacle, any feeling bring you down. When you are feeling that low, or you're feeling tired, or you're feeling some type of way, look at yourself in the mirror, smile, and remember that's just a feeling in that moment, but where do you come from? How many things have you passed through? It means that you are such a badass, strong person. Any level of strength is permitted. celebrate even the littlest of your victories, and stand up again and fight. Then you see the result. So guys, that's it for today. Wishing you a great weekend ahead. Enjoy. The weather is becoming good. It's true that it's a bit confusing, but we stand firm in the belief that it will be beautiful, and hopefully the sun comes out more, so you guys can have a beautiful weekend and beautiful outing with your loved ones, your families, and your beautiful selves. Thank you for taking your time to listen, and see you next time.